Huh? What the hell? Something's not right here. Huh? 1,000 versions of Microsoft updates. Huh? Thank God. It was just a nightmare.
Phew, thank gosh, it really was just a nightmare. Imagine if this wasn't about Google Workspace updates, but closing security gaps in Microsoft tools. Scary. By the way, the video was generated using Google's AI video model Veo 3.1. But enough about that. Let's take a look at the amazing updates to Google Workspace in October. And happy Halloween! Find apps faster in Google Chat. Google is making it easier to use apps and actions in Google Chat with a redesigned integrations menu. You can access it using the plus button next to the compose bar or by typing /. This way you can, for example, quickly start a poll with /poll, create a calendar event, upload a Drive file, or send a Meet link. Stickers in Google Chat. You can now express yourself in Google Chat using stickers. Previously, you already had emojis and GIFs. Now Google is expanding the options to lighten up conversations or show emotion. The stickers are available immediately on the web, whether you use Chat in Gmail or the standalone app. File summaries in Chat, now on mobile. The handy feature that lets Gemini summarize shared files like Google Docs, PDFs, or Sheets directly in Google Chat was previously only available on desktop. Google is now bringing this function to the mobile chat app. Just tap the Summarize button and you'll get a quick overview of the content without needing to open the file or switch apps. New roles in Google Chat Spaces. Google is introducing a new role structure in Google Chat Spaces to make management more flexible. There are now owners, managers, and members. Previous managers will automatically become owners. The new manager role can support owners with many administrative tasks, but they cannot delete the space or promote others to owner status. Send encrypted mails to anyone in Gmail. Previously, client-side end-to-end encryption in Gmail was often limited to internal communication. Google is changing that now. Users can now send encrypted emails to anyone, even if the recipient uses a different email provider. These individuals will receive a notification and can securely read the message via a guest account without having to exchange complicated keys. Timers in Google Meet. You can now set a timer directly in the Google Meet sidebar. This is extremely useful for limiting speaking time during presentations or ensuring that workshop phases end on time. Depending on the settings, hosts or all participants can manage the timer, and it is visible to everyone. AI-powered makeup in Meet. Google is expanding the touch-up feature in Google Meet, which previously just slightly optimized your appearance. Now, AI-powered makeup is being added. You can choose from 12 different looks, ranging from professionally subtle to expressive. According to Google, the AI makeup remains seamless and natural, even when you move or drink a coffee. AI backgrounds in Meet, now on mobile. The ability to create your own AI-generated backgrounds for Google Meet with Gemini was previously only available in the browser. Google is now bringing this feature to Android and iOS devices. This allows you to maintain a professional appearance or hide your surroundings while on the move, even if you don't have a suitable background image ready. Ask Gemini in Google Meet. Google introduced Ask Gemini in Meet, your personal meeting assistant. During the meeting, you can ask Gemini to summarize the discussion so far or identify key decisions and action items. If you join late and the note-taking feature was enabled, Gemini can quickly bring you up to speed. Waiting rooms in Meet. Google Meet is getting a new waiting room feature, giving hosts and co-hosts more control over their meetings. You can now direct participants to a waiting room before they join the call. This prevents interruptions and gives you time to prepare. You can admit or deny entry to people individually and even send announcements to everyone in the waiting room. This is ideal for job interviews or client meetings. Activate AI Notes right in the calendar event. The Gemini Take Notes for Me feature is incredibly practical for automatically logging meetings. Previously, you had to start this feature within the meeting itself. Google is simplifying this. Organizers can now enable the function directly when creating the event in Google Calendar. This ensures that notes are automatically generated for your most important meetings. AI summaries in Google Forms. When using Google Forms for surveys with open-ended text responses, you previously had to actively ask Gemini to summarize the answers. Google is changing that. Forms will now proactively display Gemini-generated summaries for short answer or paragraph questions when you review the responses. This saves time as you no longer need to read every text response in detail to get a general sentiment. Keep reminders are becoming tasks. Google is unifying task management. As previously announced, reminders from Google Keep will now be automatically saved in Google Tasks. This means your Keep reminders will now also appear as tasks in your Google Calendar and the Tasks app. Google Tasks is becoming the central hub for all your to-dos, whether they originate from Keep, Gmail, Calendar, or Chat. AI function in Sheets now speaks more languages. The AI function in Google Sheets, which you can use with Gemini to generate text, categorize data, or analyze sentiment, is now available in 7 additional languages. This now includes German, French, Spanish, Japanese, and Italian. This significantly eases the use of AI for teams throughout the globe. AI in Sheets now uses Google Search. The AI function in Google Sheets is becoming even more powerful. Google is automatically connecting the feature to Google Search. This allows Gemini to access current real-time information from the web to answer your prompts. You can now use this AI function to, for example, track current market sentiment for a new product, or retrieve the latest weather data for planning a business trip. Gemini in Sheets understands multi-step tasks. Gemini in Google Sheets is getting significantly smarter. Previously, you often had to issue tasks one by one. Now, Gemini can execute multiple actions at once from a single instruction. For example, you can say, add drop-downs for status, calculate the due date, and freeze the header row. Gemini understands these change requests and handles everything at once. This saves an enormous amount of time on data cleanup. Gemini in Sheets analyzes multiple tables. Gemini in Google Sheets can now analyze data across multiple tables within a single sheet. This is a major advancement. You can now ask questions or run analyses that combine data from different sources. For example, Gemini can write complex XLOOKUP functions to use values from one table in another, or create a chart that compares data from 2 separate tables. Gemini Power in AppSheet. There's a major update for users of AppSheet Enterprise Plus. Google is integrating Gemini as an AI task directly into AppSheet automations. This AI can extract, categorize, or summarize data. Imagine being able to automatically extract information from uploaded photos, analyze complex PDFs like invoices, or categorize and route incoming requests based on their content. Company logo in the Gemini app. A small but helpful change for orientation. When you use the Gemini app with your business or school account, Google now displays your organization's logo next to your profile picture. Similar to other Google Workspace services, this helps you clearly distinguish your professional account from your personal account. Better LaTex features in Gemini. For anyone working in scientific or technical fields, Google is improving LaTex support in the Gemini app. LaTex is often used for complex documents with mathematical formulas or special layouts. With this update, Gemini makes it easier to create professional documents. You can now generate a PDF directly from LaTex, edit formulas more easily, and copy the raw LaTex code. Google Vids creates videos from slides. Google Vids could already convert Google Slides presentations into videos. This feature is now receiving a massive upgrade. Google is integrating Gemini to automatically add scripts, AI-generated voiceovers, and background music. When you import your slides, you just need to enable the new option. This quickly turns a dry presentation into an engaging video for training or marketing. Vertical and square videos in Vids. Google Vids was previously limited to the classic 16:9 widescreen format for videos. Google is now adding support for vertical 9:16 and square 1:1 formats. This gives you the flexibility to create content for platforms like YouTube, Shorts, or Instagram Reels, which is particularly interesting for marketing and social media teams. Tip of the month. Organize your chat rooms in sections. Are you also in numerous Google chat rooms and constantly losing track of things? Then sections can help you. Click on the 3-dot menu under Spaces and then on Create New Section. Then give the section a name, such as your team or project, and click on the check mark. Now you can simply move the relevant spaces into the section. You can also collapse your sections and move them using drag and drop, and you can pin the spaces you use most often. I hope this tip helps you keep track of your most important chats.
Huh?